Coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Intended for Irv Smith Jr. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. No game.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And able to find Conley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Mecole Hardman, 26 yards. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 52.
Now it's Haskins. And it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Haskins. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing now. Haskins on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Buying time to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Looking to throw, Haskins. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now Haskins, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a carry for Lindsey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got the hook up with Conley. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Hines, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's got it to Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. On first down, it's Haskins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray, complete to Bryant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. Now Haskins on first down. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to let it go deep, and he's got the big tight end Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 29 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Completes it to Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on first down. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Dancing to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Haskins. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Haskins to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Haskins on the keeper, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dwayne Haskins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this one complete to Smith. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Well, he's got some breathing room. Well, he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 66 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Haskins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Haskins. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return as his guys have now moved out in front. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. It's Williams on the catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Haskins back to the air. Washington's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Washington. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, it's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good for Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down. Lindsey fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's got Smith here. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run here with Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
12 yards there and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays that send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Murray to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives it...
And, a crush. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
57.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the